Okay, yeah. Before going for Microsoft Azure, let me introduce about myself. Hi, my name is Sekhar. I have 15 years of experience on Microsoft technologies. Currently, I'm working as a Azure architect. Okay, yeah. Next, before going for Microsoft Azure, just I want to let you know something about IT infrastructure. Okay, do you know what is the IT infrastructure? Anyone has any idea? Generally, what is the IT infrastructure?
IT infrastructure is the combination of software as well as like hardware. It's the like if it's like in a data center, we can see the like database, server, computers, and all the
Yes.
combination of hardware and software.
Yes, correct. Simply, we can say if we enter into the one organization, whatever the things are visible, that we will call it as infrastructure. Am I right? I can say systems, cables, wires, okay, and the routers, internet connectivity, server rack, server, data center, all these things we can call them as infrastructure. Simply, we can say IT infrastructure is nothing but collection of hardware, software, switches, network, load balancer is called IT infrastructure, right? Okay, to maintain our own IT infrastructure, we require what? Data center. Okay, if you go for any organization, the company will have their own data center. The company will have their own data center. See, this is the exact picture of IT infrastructure. If we consider, see, these are the devices. Devices are connecting to one router. So this is load balancer. The request is maintained by load balancer. Also, this is the hardware system, racks, database. These are the network connectivity, cable, switches. These all we will call them as what? IT infrastructure. This is the exact definition of IT infrastructure. The term infrastructure as an information technology that refers collection of hardware, software, switches, network, load balancer is called IT infrastructure. Now, to maintain our own IT infrastructure, we required what? One DC. What is the DC? Data center. Okay, if you go for TCS, Cognizant, Wipro, Accenture, any company in the world, they will have their own data center. They have their own data center. Okay, so simply I can say, what is the data center? Data center is a heart of the organization. I'm repeating, what is the data center? Data center is a heart of the organization where we can build, deploy, manage, and access the applications through internal or corporate network is called data center. Okay, I'm repeating, what is the data center? Data center is a heart of the organization. Okay, for example, you have an organization, you got one project where I would like to build 5 servers. So to build 5 servers, what we have to do? We have to go and verify whether space is available in the data center. Once space is available, then we will rack the servers. Then we will start building all these 5 servers from scratch. Okay, so that is what data center. See, this is the exact picture of data center. This is the exact picture of data center. For example, we are working on one organization. We got one new project where I would like to build 10 virtual missions. I can say 10 virtual missions. First step, what we have to do? First, submit the request to data center team. This is the data center team. Okay, they will verify whether space is available or not. Yes, they will rack the space. Once space is available, first step, they will install operating system. Okay, second step, they will configure the networking. Okay, third step, they will install all monitoring tools. Okay, fourth step, they will install security vulnerabilities and security patches to deploy your application. Okay, fifth step, we will configure the firewall rules. Sixth step, we will enable network security rules, okay, virtual network rules, okay, etc., etc. Finally, we will verify all these servers are built uh, based on what is that checklist or not. Once these servers are built, finally these servers would be handed over to development team. Am I right? Development team or project team, whoever it is, whatever we are calling it as. Now, to complete this process, minimum it will take 7 to 10 days. Why? Because we have to submit the request. It should be approved by manager. Okay, then it will go to data center team. Data center team should allocate the space for these 5 servers. Depends on business requirement. Okay, then installation, configuration, management, verify, check security, vulnerabilities. To do all these things, it will take minimum 7 to 10 days. Okay, minimum 7 to 10 days. Okay, this is burden to organization. Why? Because if it is taking like 7 to 10 days, it is very difficult. Nowadays, everything is happening instantly, right? So apart from that, we have to manage Windows team, I mean operating system team, next networking team, okay, next load balancer team, next monitoring team, next security team, next application deployment and management team. So many teams are required to manage or to provide the support to customer. Okay, so to maintain these many teams, to maintain our own data center, okay, the project budget is very high. Okay, we are not able to bear, the organizations are not able to bear such kind of amount. Okay, that is the one reason why entire IT industry looking towards cloud. Okay, if we go for cloud computing, whatever the count I said, 5 servers that can be deployed within span of a minute. I am telling only 1 minute, not even 2 minutes. Okay, we can host all these servers within span of a minute. Where is 7 days and 1 minute? There is a lot of gap. Okay, when you go for cloud computing, you need not maintain what is that? These many teams like Windows team, monitoring team, implementation team, application monitoring team, security team, many things. Everything is inbuilt. We can provision the virtual machines within span of a minute. Okay, that's why entire organization, all the organization in the world looking towards cloud. Okay, this is the just one region. We have many regions. Okay, so what are the other regions are there? Why entire organization is moving towards cloud computing? First thing, have a look. To maintain the data center, it is not a small task. What is that? To maintain the data center, it is not a small task. First thing, to maintain our own data center, we have to purchase the building. We have to purchase the building or construct the building. Okay, that building should be constructed as per rules and regulations and guidelines provided by government. Okay, so why? Because we are going to store the data that might be sensitive for all personal people or business related information. So to build their own data center, they have to follow rules and regulations and guidelines provided by IT laws, by government. Okay, yeah, next. So see, first thing, we have to purchase one building and design according to data center rules and regulations and guidelines. Next, we have to design the data center in such a way that, next, to after designing the data center, we need many things. Okay, what are the things? First thing, we need dedicated space for housing infrastructure, the point which I have just explained. Okay, next, we need high bandwidth internet. High bandwidth internet in the sense, for example, my organization data center is there in New York. I am sitting in Hyderabad. Okay, to access the data, to access the data, our application information, our database, we need high bandwidth internet. We need high bandwidth internet. Okay, that is the another cost, right? Next, we need redundant power supply. Redundant power supply in the sense, see that to run this data center, we need electricity. We need electricity. If there is no electricity, then we should able to run this data center with a battery or generator. Again, that is cost, right? Yeah, next step, dust-free environment. You know, right? So always we should construct these building and design, and the main name should be what is that? Dust-free environment. Do you know Microsoft data centers? They are trying to deploy them inside of the sea. So going forward by 2030, data centers cannot be appear on Earth. Data centers, they are going to build it inside of the sea. Okay, that is the innovation is going on. Maybe that will be available by 2030. Okay, fine. Next, other thing is efficient cooling system. Okay, efficient cooling system means if we enter into the data center, you can see less than 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Less than 10 degrees Celsius temperature. Why? Because any hardware device, it will produce lot of heat. Okay, in order to cool it, so always we should maintain the AC temperature less than 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, yeah, next, high physical security. So high physical security in the sense, anyhow, as you know that already, the data center, we can store the data that is very sensitive data. Am I right? Sensitive data in the sense, we should provide high physical security. Unauthorized persons should not enter into the data center. Okay, so unauthorized person should not enter into the data center. So we have to provide high physical security if we maintain our own data center. That is the story I am telling. Okay, next, so this is the disaster recovery. Disaster recovery in the sense, for example, this is the data center, right? This is the data center. Assume that if you are managing only single data center, okay, it got corrupted. Total data center got corrupted. If it is got corrupted, then whatever the data we have managed, everything will get vanished. I mean, we have lost the data. So we do not have the data. We do not have the option to recover as well. So to maintain, what is that? Same data in multiple location, we need maintain another thing called disaster recovery. So another backup data center. If this data center is collapsed, another data center should be there to recover the data. So it should not affect it to your business. Am I right? So if you are maintaining single data center, that is not enough. We also have to implement disaster recovery. Disaster recovery in the sense, recover the data if any unexpected events are occurred. You know, right? I think in the year of 2000, in the year of 2000 or 2001, there is a World Trade Center collapse in US. Why these terrorists are targeting World Trade Center? Why? Because US economy, okay, US all financial system, they are storing on the data center. That's why they have collapsed. What is that? World Trade Center. Even though they have collapsed, the US did not lose even single record in the sense. So whatever the debits and credits provided by US, they haven't lost such related data. Why? Because they're already maintaining, what is that? Disaster recovery, another data center. Even though World Trade Center are collapsed by terrorists, they haven't lost any data, only physical damage of that building. That's it. Okay, same way, to maintain our data safe and secure, we need to maintain, what is that? Disaster recovery. Okay, yeah, to build another same data center, again it is cost. Again it is cost. Okay, yeah, next. Other thing is we need more time, more expense to build infrastructure. I said right. So if you would like to build few servers, it will take minimum 7 to 10 days still in real time. Okay, because of all these challenges, entire IT industry looking towards cloud, 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 cloud. Clear? So let me summarize the point what we have discussed so far. Okay, what is the infrastructure? What is the cloud? What are the challenges are there to maintain our own data center? Okay, next. Now, you people tell me what is the cloud? Cloud is generally nowadays it is generic term. Okay, if you go for anywhere, people are telling that cloud, 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 cloud. Okay, now what is the cloud? Now you people tell me. Yeah, direct. We can say Nadella Satya is going to be visited Hyderabad Microsoft campus tomorrow. Okay, they are marketing about public cloud, cloud, cloud. Why cloud? Why should we go for cloud? They are in detail providing in seminars. Day before yesterday, Noida. I think yesterday also in Delhi. Tomorrow is going to be visited in Microsoft office in Hyderabad. They are going to launch fourth largest data center in Hyderabad that will be ready by 2025. 25. Okay, so why these corporate CEOs are marketing like cloud, cloud, cloud? Why cloud? Can you tell me anyone? What is the cloud? Anyone?
To store and retrieve the data from everywhere, like
Yeah, okay.
through internet.
Yes. So simply I can say cloud is nothing but collection of, what is that? Resources. I am repeating, what is the cloud? Cloud is nothing but collection of remote services and access them over the internet is called cloud. Okay, so this is the cloud. Assume that in the cloud they have deployed all the services, whatever the required for enterprise environment. Okay, all the services are at single place. As per your requirement, just access and consume that. That's it. Okay, yeah, next. What is the cloud? I am repeating. Cloud is nothing but collection of remote services and access them over the internet is called cloud computing. Okay, remote services in a sense for your organization environment, whatever the things are there, everything they have placed in the cloud. For example, you need artificial intelligence. Yes, you can access it. I need to create one server, access it. Yes, do it. Okay, if you need implement machine learning, yes, implement it. That service already there. And if you need access and deploy the web apps, yes, access and host it. All these things are happening within span of minutes. Okay, here you need not manage your own infrastructure. You need not worry about disaster recovery. You need not worry about infrastructure configuration related information. Everything managed by, what is that? Cloud vendor. Okay, so this is the exact definition provided by NIST. What is the cloud? Cloud is nothing but it is model of convenient on-demand network access. Based on your demand, anytime, anywhere, you can access those services. Okay, so where we can provision the network server storage applications that can be rapidly provisioned and with minimal management. That is called cloud computing. If you feel that that is complicated, very simple. Okay, cloud computing is nothing but collection of remote services. Just access them over the internet is called cloud computing. Okay, right? Yeah, next. Now, in the cloud computing, there are three types of service models. Okay, what are they, guys? Any idea?
So private cloud and public and hybrid cloud.
Service models. One is as.
Infrastructure as a service.
Okay, one is infrastructure as a service.
Platform as a
Software
service.
as a
Yes.
SaaS.
Okay, PaaS. PaaS in the sense
Platform
platform
as
as
service.
a service.
Another one
Okay,
is
PaaS. What is that? Software as a service. Why they have categorized into different three types of cloud service deployment models? Okay, one is as in the sense infrastructure. They will provide the infrastructure. Application deployment and development should be managed by yourself. Okay, for example, you would like to deploy one Java application. Okay, for that you need to build 5 servers. Yes, go ahead and build 5 servers within span of a minute. Then on top of it, to host Java application, what we have to do? Install web servers, WebLogic, WebSphere, or JBoss, Apache Tomcat server. On top of it, host your Java application. Then that should be managed by yourself. Okay, the organization, I mean cloud vendor, just provide the virtual machines, then remaining management should be taken care by yourself. Why? Because application is yours, management is yours. That is what infrastructure as a service. Clear? For example, after 1 year your business is not good, okay, then go and destroy it at this moment. Okay, till whatever the things we have consumed, just pay for that. That is what infrastructure as a services. Okay, next, platform as a services. Okay, what is the platform as a services? Any idea? So the name itself, it is describing that platform. Platform in the sense, they are providing platform and runtime. For example, you have to deploy one Java application. A Java code is ready with you. Okay, that entire environment provided by vendor, that we will call it as platform as a services. For example, they have built already environment. Okay, so with the pre-install and configuration of the web server as well. For example, you would like to deploy one Java application. Then to deploy the Java application, whatever the environment is required, already it is in pre-setup. Just go and deploy your application. So here you need not worry about installation and configuration, management, network monitoring. Everything would be taken care by vendor. Just you have to take care about deploy the application. Deployment of application, it doesn't matter. Just you can drag and drop your application files. So they are providing runtime and platform. You need not worry about management. Okay, that is what infrastructure as a services. Clear? Yeah, next. Now, uh, uh, next thing is SaaS. Okay, so in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day activities which we are performing in organization, already we are entering to the software as a service. Could you please tell me best example for software as a service? Anyone?
Like Gmail.
Oh, yeah,
Gmail.
very good. So
Microsoft.
yes.
O365 is there.
Yes, Office 365 is the succeed product in the market. No other products are there to beat Office 365. Okay, Office 365, it has around 30 services. Okay, nothing has to be installed in our device. Okay, everything we can do it using browser. All to do all you need only internet connectivity. Okay, best example, you are using MS Teams. Am I right? Okay, who is managing by MS Teams? Are you managing? Are your organization managing? No, it is managed by Microsoft. Yes or no? We have MS Teams, Outlook, okay, SharePoint, okay, Stream, okay. Next, also we have Dynamic CRM, okay, sorry, CRM. Next, also we have MS Word, MS, PPT, Outlook, everything, all these components are managed by Microsoft. Okay, you need not install all these components in your device. Everything can be accessible in the browser itself. Okay, yeah, this is what software as a services. Okay, see guys, these are the components provided by Office 365. Now admin, bookings, calendar, complaints, dynamics, Excel, form, okay, analytics, OneDrive, okay, OneNote, okay, next Outlook, people, planner, Power Apps, Power Automation, Power BI. All these things are managed by Microsoft. You need not worry about manage these things. This is about what? Software as a services. Okay, so this is the one slide is enough to differentiate between on-premises and cloud. Have a look. This is the on-premises. These are what? Cloud computing. Now tell me, in on-premises, to perform all these things, networking, storage, okay, next operating system installation and configuration, middleware, runtime, application. To perform all these things, we required one thing. What was that? Any idea? Just now I said, to maintain all these
Own data
components,
center.
yeah, we required our own DC, data center. That is what on-premises. Next, in the cloud, if you go for infrastructure as a service, see guys, carefully observe the things which are highlighted with red color, that will be taken care by vendor. Okay, now, would you like to deploy Windows operating system or Linux? That is totally depends on business requirement. Okay, some projects may require, I would like to build 5 servers with Windows operating system. Some same another project, they would like to deploy 5 servers with Linux operating system. Yes, you can choose the operating system on top of whatever the types of application you would like to host it. Yes, go ahead and host it. Okay, yeah, that is about what? Infrastructure as a services. Next, platform as a service, in the sense I said, right? Runtime, okay, and the platform they have provided. Just you have to take care about your application. You least bother about it. What type of application you are going to host it. In our hand, if we have Java, yes, Java ready-made environment is there. If you would like to host PHP, Python, Ruby, .NET, any type of application, yes, there is a ready-made environment. Go ahead and deploy it. Deployment is a not big challenge. Just drag and drop the files. How we people are drag and drop the files from your local to OneDrive or Google Drive. Okay, there are different ways to host the application. I will show you how to do that. Next, software as a service. See, nothing is in your hand. Everything managed by the vendor. Just you have to consume it, whatever they have provided. That's it. Okay, that is about what? Difference between on-premises and cloud computing. Okay, next. See, so this is the types of cloud. What are the types of cloud? One is public, private, hybrid. What is the public, guys? Generic term, right? What is the public?
Accessible by all.
Yeah, the resources can be accessible from anywhere in the world is called public. Do you agree? I am repeating. What is the public? The resources can be accessible from anywhere in the world is called public. Okay, for example, I have created one virtual machine. If I share username and password with you, you can sit anywhere in the world, then can communicate my mission and perform the activities. Okay, that is about what? Public cloud. Okay, private in the sense,
The organization.
yes, The resources can be
Can be
accessible within the corporate network is called private. For example, you are working in TCS. Okay, so what we will do, we'll go to the office and we will connect it to TCS provided VPN. VPN in the sense virtual private network. Then it will establish it to client network. Then we will able to access what all client related applications, other services. The moment when you disconnect the VPN or coming out from the organization, then will we able to communicate from our local home network? No. Am I right? That is what private network. Hybrid in the sense, you know, right? Hybrid keyword nowadays, right? We are asking about hybrid model, hybrid model. What does it mean? Hybrid in the sense, the
working 2 days.
combination
Of public and private.
and private is called hybrid. Same way, in our generic words, 2 days work from home, 3 days work from home is office. The combination we will call it as what? Hybrid model. Am I right? Same way here also same. Okay, few of the applications are running in public and some of the applications are running private. If we establish the connection between these two and access overall things, that we will call it as what? Hybrid. Okay, but hybrid it is costly and sensitive and more flexible and security as well. Also, it is high cost. I will let you know how to do the tunnel later. Yeah, next. Now, to provide cloud computing, there are many vendors are there. Am I right? What are they? Any idea? One is,
Microsoft Azure.
yeah, Microsoft Azure.
AWS.
Yeah,
AWS.
second one,
AWS.
AWS. Third one,
GCP.
Cloud.
GC.
yeah, GCP, Google Cloud.
IBM.
Yeah, Oracle Cloud. Next, fourth, fifth one, IBM Cloud.
IBM.
I can say IBM Bluemix. Okay, next sixth one, Alibaba. Okay, also we have OpenStack. Okay, we have n number of cloud vendors are there to provide cloud computing technology. Out of them, okay, if you consider cloud market is 100%, okay, these two, okay, Microsoft Azure and AWS, they occupied 80%, remaining all 20%. Okay, so 80% occupied by AWS and Microsoft Azure, remaining all GCP, Oracle, IBM, okay, Alibaba, OpenStack, just their percentage in the world is just 20%. Okay, so why Microsoft Azure? Why not AWS? Okay, yeah, Microsoft will say I am the market leader. AWS will say I am the market leader. Okay, what is the between both of them? Why should we go for Microsoft Azure? Why not AWS? And what are the services are very flexible in Azure? What are the things are not there in AWS? That all we will discuss it in detail. Okay, yeah. First thing, what is the Azure? See why they have mentioned Azure keyword. Simply they can mention Microsoft Cloud, right? Instead of Microsoft Cloud, why they have mentioned Azure? What is the meaning of Azure? Any idea? Have you tried out any time? Okay, so this word first suggested and Microsoft Azure implemented by first thing Nadal Satya. The Azure Cloud Computing initiate behind that is Nadal Satya. Okay, so initially Azure in the sense blue color sky. You can go ahead and Google Azure in the sense that is blue color sky. In the sky itself, we will have the cloud. That is the meaning behind that they have mentioned this keyword. So initially, Microsoft Azure logo is this is the one, blue color clouds, where they have mentioned just words. Initially, Microsoft introduced that Azure into the market. The initial logo is this is the one. Now they have changed it slowly. Okay, so what is the Microsoft Azure? Any idea? Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services. Note it down. What is the Microsoft Azure? Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services where we can build, deploy, manage, and access the applications through global network data centers. Is called Microsoft Azure. Okay, this is the exact definition. This definition provided by Microsoft, not by me. As it is, I copied and pasted here. Okay, what is the Microsoft Azure? Microsoft Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services. This is the interview question. Okay, when you attend Microsoft itself, you will get this question. What is the Azure? Azure is a comprehensive in the sense set of group of all enterprise features. Okay, Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services where we can build, deploy, manage, and access the applications through global network data centers. Is called Microsoft Azure. Okay, yeah. Next, when Microsoft Azure came into the picture, okay, Microsoft Azure came into the picture in the year of 2010. Okay, that time we will call it as Windows Azure. Windows Azure, it supports only Microsoft related applications. Okay, Macs, they are supporting only Microsoft related applications. Later, in the year of 2014, okay, they introduced new deployment model called ARM. ARM in the sense Azure Resource Manager. And they renamed Windows Azure as a, what is that? Microsoft Azure. Sorry. Okay, Microsoft Azure. Okay, so this is about what? Finally, now we are calling it as Microsoft officially in the market. Okay, yeah, so this is the one slide. So in the 2010 they introduced, what is that, Windows Azure. Later in the year of 2014 they renamed Windows Azure as a Microsoft Azure. This is the history of the Microsoft Azure. Okay, I am telling why Microsoft Azure, why not AWS is Microsoft has around 200 plus data centers, guys. Around the world, they have 200 plus data centers. No other cloud is there which has these many data centers. Okay, this is the whole biggest and first organization which they have installed these many data centers. Next, see, that is what directly they have mentioned. Azure has more global regions than any other cloud provider. Here, other cloud provider in the sense I can say AWS. Okay, it is offering scalable. Bring your application closer to customers. Bring your application closer to customers in the sense we can provide better performance. We can provide better service. If any service is down in the same our local data center, they can fix on immediate basis. Okay, in order to provide high availability, so we have another data center where we can automatically migrate our services to another data center in order to meet 99.99% SLA. Okay, these are advantages are there about Microsoft Azure. Clear? So they have mentioned 60 plus region and around 150, 140 countries, they have their own data centers. Okay, clear? This is about what? Azure information. Next. So why should we go for Azure? Why not AWS? Just now I given few points. Remaining all, see, it is low cost. Compared to AWS, Azure is less cost. Next, instant capacity. Instant capacity in the sense, I would like to increase the size or downgrade the size of VM or downgrade the size of configuration of the app services. every time, anytime, anywhere. If you have internet connectivity, just you can do downgrade or upgrade configuration of your application. That is what instant capacity, like instant coffee. Okay, yeah. Next, speed and agility. Next, global reach. You know, right? Your data can be distributed across the globe in a minutes. Okay, yeah. You know, right? Why Microsoft and Google and Facebook, their applications are very fast, even though they have billions of customers all around the world. Why? Because they are publishing the data. They are publishing the data across the world nearest cache servers. Okay, if I access my Facebook, my request will go to nearest data center, not main data center. Okay, that is about what they are distributing the content across the globe in a minutes. Next, it is secure. So security is doesn't a matter nowadays. They are providing high security. You will not able to hack the data. Even though if you tapped nonetheless at the laptop directly, we will not able to do anything. Why? Because they are encrypted the data many layers. Okay, so Microsoft Azure certified around 70 plus complaints. No worries about security. Okay, yeah, this is about what benefits of Microsoft Azure. Okay, yeah, next. So in Azure, we have around 15 plus certification papers. I said my words are very clear. Why? Because Microsoft Azure is a comprehensive set of services in the sense we have web services, artificial intelligence, IoT, machine learning, Intune, Microsoft Depender, like 200 plus services they have provided. More than that, so based on your requirement, you people can consume any services. Okay, so for every technology we have separate paper. Okay, so main thing is I can suggest we have administrator certification paper is AZ104. Okay, next, Azure DevOps. I can say Azure administration, Azure DevOps. Okay, Azure DevOps certification paper is AZ400. Same way, if we go for Azure development, okay, here we have AZ204. Okay, next, Azure Architect. Okay, Azure Architect is AZ305. These are the important 4 certification papers are there. As I said, Azure AI, Azure Cyber Security, Azure Data Engineer, Azure Fundamentals, okay, Azure Machine Learning, Azure Security, Azure Virtual. We have a number of certification papers are there, around 15 to 20. Okay, but very popular are these 4. I am going to teach you these 2 certification papers, Microsoft Azure Administration with DevOps. So what are the topics I am going to cover, and what are the subtopics are there irrespective of these 2? Okay, that all we will present it in next session. Okay, in tomorrow's session. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free and ask me. I will happy to help you. Yeah.
Covers
Syllabus.
Azure fundamentals 900. This
Yeah,
version.
AZ fundamentals, AZ 900, that already included in AZ 104. You need not worry about it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Syllabus notes.
Sorry.
Syllabus.
Yeah, that's what. So whatever the content I am going to present, I am going to explain for this course. I will display it in tomorrow's session.
Sir, I have a few questions.
Yeah.
How was the career growth, sir?
Yeah, Azure has a lot of demand in the marketplace.
For 3 years experience, how much we can expect the salary?
Forget about salaries and all. Just to learn and enter into the market. That is can.
Okay.
Okay, so getting the salary, that all depends on how much package you are drawing in current company. Many parameters are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any coding is required, sir?
So administration, it is no coding is required. That's what we have separate paper development. Okay, for development, you should have proficient in like Java, .NET, so that you can move to development things. Okay, Azure administration DevOps, this is total configuration and configuration implementation. No coding is required. So some scripting part is required, like that I will say.
Compared to Azure, AWS has more services, sir. I'm not sure.
No,
But
both are same guys. If I ask you BMW car is good or Ferrari car is good, means what you will say? Both are good. They have their own isolated features. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, sir, after finishing the course, if I want something like in like our CV, can we get some help in that as well? Like,
I will provide the sample CVs and help you out how to do that CV preparation. I will give the demo. What is the CV? I will share the sample versions. You people can modify according to that and publish it.
okay. And sir, if like whatever the lecture, and suppose like we will get this PPT or like.
Yeah, for every session, I will share the PPTs and the PDFs, dumps,
Through mail?
okay, recordings, everything I will share with you. No need to worry.
Okay. And the session will every day, like 7 days in a week, or like
5 days in a week. Okay,
5 days?
Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you people can practice it. Again, Monday we will start it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. The course duration is 2 months. Okay. So 1 month Microsoft Azure administration, other next 1 month is DevOps.
1 month in the sense like hours basis, how many hours will cover?
Every day 1 hour.
Even Saturday, Sunday also.
Yeah, if I take the Saturday and Sunday, yes, I will take Saturday, Sunday also 1 hour.
Okay, I mean, can we consider like a 30 days for an Azure admin and 30 days for an Azure DevOps, right?
Yes, 1 month Azure admin, 1 month Azure Dev.
Okay, yeah, good.
And
Sir, are you going to cover real-time scenarios, sir?
Yes, I am going to cover only real-time scenarios.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And this certification purpose, so we will be getting some help, sir. Means
Sorry?
because for certification and all, we have to pay extra and take the exams, right?
Yeah, that is the external. That certification paper, that all I will give the information guys in tomorrow session. Actually, there is the
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, my voice is clear, right, guys?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's audible.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Renika.
Okay.
And if I should miss any classes, we can get the recordings, right?
Yes, anyhow, every day we'll be receiving the recordings.
Okay, okay. That's good, sir.
Are you going to cover Docker and Kubernetes in this session?
Yes, yes. In Azure DevOps, I will be covering Docker and Kubernetes. AKS, Kubernetes services.
Linux?
Yeah, Linux initial I will cover.
Okay, thanks.
So in Azure administration is like server administration. Will cover storage, infrastructure maintenance, creating of VMs. Like that, it will be covered. Or?
Yes, creating the VMs, deploying the application, okay, monitoring, troubleshooting, okay, everything, guys. Only Azure.
So using the Terraform, you can guide this on like you can develop through infrastructure as a code, storage, creating VMs. Hello.
Yeah, come again, your question, Ashok.
Yes, like now we are in website we are manually creating VMs, storage, networking, all this stuff we are doing in Azure portal. By using the Terraform, we can you will say by using Terraform how can we do all the
Yes, yes.
networking?
Yes, we can do Terraform, creating storage account services and all. We can deploy using Terraform templates.
That can be covered in this Azure DevOps.
Yes, yes, yes. That will be covered in Azure DevOps. That's what I said, no? Whatever the topics I am going to cover, everything I will present it in next session. Okay.
And
Thank
one
you.
thing, how it is differ, work-wise as your admin and DevOps engineer. Like, DevOps engineer having many things to do, but admin part already you
Yeah,
said, but
DevOps
how
in the
it's
sense automation, guys. The name itself, it is describing that development and operations. If you merge together, that we will call it as DevOps.
okay. But so like admin work is totally different, it will be there, right? Compared to DevOps.
No, it is same. Admin work is based for DevOps. See, if you go for any cloud computing, you least bother about it, whether you will go for AWS or Google or Azure. So admin part is mandatory, guys, for cloud.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So that
Next,
knowledge will be
you will
more
be the
beneficial
acting
to.
as an architect, you will be acting as a data engineer, you will be acting as a network, you will be acting as a DevOps engineer. Forget about them. First base is administrator. Without learning administrator, if you jump into some other things, again you have to come from scratch. That is damn sure.
Okay. And I think somehow it is related to AWS as well, because some of my friends, they are working, but they took, that some knowledge or some training outside.
Yeah.
And they learn AWS, but finally they are working as a Azure admin only, Azure DevOps, not as a AWS. So it's, I
Azure
think, quite,
DevOps is very popular.
yeah, yeah. So it's mostly similar, I think, right? Work-wise or some terminology will be different, but because both are cloud only, how you given the example, like, Ferrari is good or BMW. So almost same only, right? The terminology wise.
Same.
After
And
this
2 months the course will be
administration,
finished or it will be counted here already you said, right? I think 2 months you said the days, right? The classes timing. So it will
Yes.
go around 3 months, definitely.
No, 2 months, guys.
Okay. Okay.
For DevOps, it is required coding, right? For pure
No,
DevOps.
configuration, little bit the Terraform to understand is required. So anyhow, that I will take care about it. You need not.
do we get the course content? What are the things covered for
Yeah,
Azure as well as
sure,
DevOps?
sure. I will share with you guys. Yeah.
So second one, if we are taking Azure administration, so after completion of this, can we go for architect, Azure architect?
Yes, happily you can go for architect.
So which one is in demand actually? So
Now in
maximum
the
US
market, I
side,
can say administration with DevOps, guys. So architect people maximum depends on your experience, guys. Okay. For example, architect, how it will be. See, for example, I am the client. Okay. All my servers are in on-premises. Now I am looking for some cost saving. You are the architect. Hey, I would like to migrate my servers into Microsoft Azure. Just provide your solutions. So you have to confirm if I migrate the servers into Azure, how much I can save the cost, what are the benefits they are providing. Okay, if we get any service down, what would be the resolution? Okay, that all you have to provide it.
okay.
That is the architect job.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to know all these things, administrator is mandatory.
And one more thing
Okay.
that getting job into like Azure field, like cloud, either admin or DevOps, is it mandatory to having certification?
Not required, guys.
Right. And
So
internal switch, how it is possible, because
certification in the
already
sense gate pass. Okay. Certification in the sense like a gate pass. I am the profession in this technology. I am the right person to do this job. That's it.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
And internal switch is also the bit, because already I'm working, having that, I'm in the DBA part. I wanted to move internally first, later on I'll switch in other organization. So it will work, right?
Yeah,
after attending this
100%
course.
yes. So now cloud is mandatory, guys. Whether you are working as a database administrator or Windows administrator, some storage administrator or anything, now digital market is mandatory. That's why I think 10 days back, Sundar Pichai given the one seminar. Now is the Nadal Satya providing the seminars all over the countries. Okay. Now going forward, cloud is mandatory. All business taking care by these two only, Azure and AWS. No worry on that. No queries about it.
So GCP is like far behind right now, and it is not leading because Azure and
At this
AWS.
point, nothing that doesn't have much demand in the market. So most of the market, I said right, 80% they have acquired Microsoft and AWS. Why I'm saying Microsoft is leader is so many components they are going to implement, many changes are coming, the changes are implementing drastically. So now Azure market share is like anything. You can Google it. I am not telling as a faculty, I'm working employee. So happily you can get more information.
So how many years of experience we can keep if after completion of this course?
Guys, for real time people, no worries. Actually, you can keep for 4 to 5 years. Okay, happily they can hire you. Why? Because already you have real time experience. For newly entering into the organization, they have to keep minimum, that is what, 3 to 5. So they have to learn many things. That's it.
And Satish, you are already working as a DevOps, right? Or Azure admin, right? In somewhere.
Sorry?
You are already working as a Azure admin or like DevOps
I'm
engineer?
working as an architect, guys.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Definitely that will help for us also to getting the real-time things, right? Okay.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Have a great
Sir,
day.
I
Yeah.
have a question. Actually, I have the content, but when I reach to other institute, they ask that it is the almost 6 month course. Then how you
Yeah,
finish it
that
in
is totally
within?
depends on you guys. Okay.
Okay.
My training is totally different. Okay. I will take only one batch. Okay. So some people will drag like 1 year. That doesn't look good. If I drag like 6 months or 3 months, finally you will lose the interest. Now market, lot of changes are coming. So whatever the feature is there today, after 1 month, that is modified and somewhere they are keeping. Okay, it is not a, we are not studying like BTech or MCA like years and years.
Okay, sir.
Okay, complete the course as soon as possible, learn basics and enter into the organization. That is the basic. If you learn everything is a perfect, that course, that implementation is not happening in the market nowadays. Now technology is like running like super fast. Okay, so my words are very clear. I will explain 2 months. This is totally real time. Okay, I'm whatever I'm going to explain. If you practice it, I can write it down. Bond 100%. You will get the job.
Great, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And the timings will be only, it will not be.
Timings won't be changed. 6:30 to 7:30. So that is the fixed time that for now.
Okay.
We can fix it.
Evening, you don't have any batch, Sekhar.
And that's what I am telling. I will take only one batch. That's
okay.
It. Even I have office timings and all right. I have to cover. That's what I am not going to run many batches. Only one batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bye. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Okay. I hope you can see my screen now, right, guys? Everyone.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So in last session, just we had discussed about what overview of Microsoft Azure. Now tell me, what is the Microsoft Azure? Azure is a comprehensive set of cloud services where IT professionals or developers can build, deploy, manage, and access the applications through global network data centers. It's called Microsoft Azure. Okay. Yeah. Can you tell me when Microsoft Azure came into the picture? Any idea? First, in the year of 2010. Okay. Yeah. During the time, we will call it as Windows Azure. Am I right? Next, later in the year of 2014, Microsoft introduced one new feature called ARM. Then they renamed it to, what is that? Microsoft Azure. So now officially we are calling it as what? Microsoft Azure. Officially we are calling it as Microsoft Azure. Okay. Yeah. Next. So for Azure related, if you need any certificate information, just go to Microsoft.com. This is the official site. Microsoft.com. Okay, now at end of the URL, just type learning. Okay, yeah, next. Okay, these are the different types of certifications. We have administrators, artificial intelligence, okay, DevOps engineer, data engineer, data scientist, security engineer, solution architect. Other one is what? Developer. Okay, I am looking for administrator with DevOps. Same way we have developer, solution architect. Okay, now just go for administrator. See, Azure administrator certification paper is what? 104. Okay, just search it. And this is the 104. AZ104 Microsoft Azure administration. See, if you observe, we have a lot of certificates. For every technology, we have one certification paper. Okay, so administrator certification number is AZ104. Just click on it. Okay, here you will get the syllabus. You people may have doubt that what is the certification cost. This is $165, guys. This is 165 USD dollars. Now change it to Indian currency. Yeah, 4,800 including GST, it will go to 6,000. Okay, so Microsoft Azure related any certification cost is 6,000 including GST. You can add 18% GST for this 4,800, around you will get 5,900, around 6,000. Okay, yeah, next. This is about what? Microsoft Azure administration. Okay, yeah, next. Go back. Okay, again, I am looking for what? AZ400. Just type 400. This is Microsoft Azure DevOps. Okay, if you are not getting, just highlight Azure. Okay, now type 400. Yeah, this is what? AZ400 design and implementation Microsoft DevOps solution. So this is also same cost, $165. Okay, if we convert it into Indian currency, that is 4,800 rupees. Including GST and all, it will go to 6,000. Okay, yeah. So this is the certification paper. This is the certification paper. And this is the syllabus. What it is saying? Configure and process 15%, designing implementation source control 20%, and release management 45%, security and compliance 15%, instrumentation strategy 15%. This is syllabus of Azure DevOps. Okay, so these many papers are there for your Azure. So we have artificial intelligence, administrator, developer, architect, data engineer, okay, machine learning, okay, cyber security. So all different types of certifications are there. Based on your requirement, you can proceed and learn the technology and get it the certified. Okay, get it certified. This is about what? Overview of Microsoft Azure certification papers. I will share this link. Just keep it with you for your reference. Okay, this is the certification URL. Next, as I said, I am going to cover AZ104. Okay, Azure Administrator. Okay, AZ104. Okay, next Azure DevOps. These two are combination is very popular in the market. I am giving AZ DevOps 400 and AZ104. Okay, right? Yeah. Next. Have a look. I'm going to present one PPT where I have included all modules and submodules. Let's see. I will open. Okay, yeah, this is the certification paper syllabus. Now, already clearly mentioned that this is 104 certification paper. Now, first thing, module one. Module one about what? Introduction to cloud computing. So, what are the different modules are there? Advantage of the cloud computing. Who are the vendors for Azure? Who are the vendors for cloud computing? Why cloud? Why not? These topics we have discussed in last session. Okay, that is the module one. Module two, Azure platform. So we will go through Azure portal. Okay, so in Azure portal, as I said, more than 200 services Microsoft has providing. So out of them, what are the services we can consume as per our business requirement? You know, right? If you consider one project, the project may require 2 VMs. Another project may require artificial intelligence service. Okay, from different project, they are expecting something data science related services. All these services, how we can create. That all we will discuss it in module 2. Okay, also we will go through that Azure portal. Azure portal has many options. Okay, how we can disable few options, how to get frequently used services. That all we will see in module 2. Okay, module 3 is the subscriptions. What is the subscription, guys? Any idea generally?
If we subscribe something, like if we take any services and we go for that services and we pay for that, then it's a kind of subscription.
Yes, correct. Simply, I can say subscription is nothing but license. Yes. Okay, subscription is nothing but license. So Microsoft providing n number of subscription versions. Okay, first thing I can say Azure free trial. What is that? Azure free trial that you are going to use now. Next, we will have pay as you go model. Pay as you go model. Okay, yeah. Next. Okay, yeah. Next, Visual Studio Enterprise. Visual Studio Enterprise. Next, also we have enterprise subscription. Azure Enterprise. What is that? Azure Enterprise. Okay, Visual Studio Developer Edition. Visual Studio Developer Edition. Like that, we have around the 20 plus certification. Sorry, around 20 plus subscriptions. Okay, yeah. Next, we have student license. Okay, Visual Studio Enterprise, Visual Studio Developer, Visual Studio Students. Okay, we have n number of subscriptions. So as per your business requirement, we can choose one of the subscription, then we will host all project related services. Okay, yeah. Next, free trial. I will let you know how to subscribe for free trial. The free trial valid is just for 30 days. Okay, just for 30 days. Okay, yeah. Next. Now, this is about what? Free trial subscription information. Okay, yeah. Next, what is the advantage of these subscriptions, sir? One organization may have n number of subscriptions. Please remember, they are bullet points. One organization may have n number of subscriptions. Okay, yeah, I could see in my project around 30 plus subscriptions. What are the advantages? For example, we are all working in one account. One project may require for 1 year. After 1 year, they are going to destroy it. So they will take pay-as-you-go model. Whatever the services which they are going to deploy, they can consume it for 1 year. After 1 year, they will go and delete this subscription. The moment they deleted this subscription, whatever the services which we have deployed underlying this subscription, everything will get deleted. So budget will be stopped. So we are away from that project. Just we are saving, just consumed it. The project is over. We have destroyed the services. Okay, that is how organizations will use these subscriptions. If you need 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years subscription, they will go for Azure Enterprise things. Okay, that all depends on business requirement. Next, another model, create storage account and store the files. Okay, what is the storage account? What is the alternative of storage? You people are frequently using, right, to store your personal data, images, etc., etc. What was that? Maybe
Like hard drive, pen drive.
Yeah, we can say OneDrive, Google Drive. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, same way, Microsoft introduced storage account where we can store TBs and TBs of data. Okay, you know, right? You people are watching you people are watching Amazon Prime videos. Am I right? Amazon Prime Video, all the videos, whichever you are watching, whichever they have placed on Amazon Prime subscription. So all these videos, they are storing in AWS storage. In AWS, there is a service called S3. What is that, guys? S3. S3 means simple storage service. Okay, so earlier, Netflix is the big customer for AWS. Okay, in Netflix, whatever the web series, all videos, movies, entertainment, everything, they are storing. Netflix people are storing AWS storage itself. Now Netflix is moving to Microsoft Azure. Do you know that? How many of you know?
No idea, sir.
Yeah, Netflix is going to consume Azure storage. Okay, we got news 1 month back. So Netflix are going to own it by Microsoft in future. That deal also going to be happen. Okay, yeah. Next, in our OTT platform, I can say Reliance Jio, movies, cinema, okay, entertainment, serials, okay, music, all videos. Reliance Jio people, they are storing our Azure storage itself. Okay, yeah. Next, that is about storage account. What is the storage account? Storage account is a namespace where we can store structured or unstructured data. Unstructured data in the sense movies. If we have 1 lakh movies, to store 1 lakh into each movie, assume that HD 4K Ultra HD video, it is around 6 GB. 1 lakh into 6, it will go for around 60 terabyte or 600 terabyte storage. Right? Same way, to store such kind of videos, unstructured data, we will go and use storage account. Okay, streaming. Now, here in Microsoft, we have different types of what services. Based on our requirement, we will proceed and consume the services. We have storage, blob, file, table, queues, etc., etc. Okay, yeah. Next, module 5, implementing and managing the networking. You know, right? If you are real-time professionals, what you are doing, your client data centers are there somewhere else, maybe New York or Singapore or Malaysia. So you are sitting in from your Hyderabad office, you are connecting to VPN. VPN in the sense virtual private network. The moment when you connect the VPN, it is establishing the connection to what is that? Your client data centers. Then you will able to access the data services application content. So how we can create our own VPN? VPN in the sense virtual private network. How can we host those services within the private network and access them within the network? That all we will see in networking topic. So what is the virtual network? What is the subnet? How can you enable the rules? Okay, ports. Okay, next, how to associate these ports with particular network. Okay, that all we will see in networking topic. That is module 5. Next, module 6, implementing virtual machine. So this is the main thing. Without virtual machines, there is no Azure project. Not only Azure, any project, there is no any other projects without deploying virtual machine. Why? Because virtual machines are playing vital role. You have to deploy the virtual machines, on top of it host the applications. Okay, so how can we deploy the virtual machines? Okay, next, in the virtual machines, we have to configure IP address, or assign dynamic and static IPs. How we can assign that, we will see module 6. Okay, module 7, I will show you how to deploy the virtual machine with Windows operating system. Okay, for this Windows operating system, how to add the disk, how to extend the disk, how to troubleshoot if we get any issues in OS disk. Okay, that we will see in module 7. Okay, module 8, I will show you how to create the VM with the Linux operating system. On top of it, how to host one Java application. You know, right? There are different flavors of Linux. What are they? One is Red Hat. Second one, SUSE. Come on. Third one, Oracle Linux. Fourth one, Ubuntu. Define. We have many things. Okay, Linux are open source. Okay, how to create one machine with Linux operating system? On top of it, how can you host one Java application? That we will see in module 8. Okay, yeah, in module 9, implementing Azure App Services. What is that? In module 9, implementing Azure App Services. Okay, so far whatever I have discussed, that is IaaS. What is the full form of the IaaS? Infrastructure as a services. Just they are providing the service servers, just we are consuming them. That's it. Okay, so far whatever the modules I covered, that is what? Infrastructure as a services. From here, I am calling it as PaaS, platform as a services. Now tell me, What is the infrastructure as a service? Just we can create this VM with the Windows operating system within span of a minute, only minute. On top of it, whether you are going to deploy IaaS application or Java application or .NET or PHP, that all depends on your requirement. Clear, guys? Okay, yeah. Next, PaaS in the sense, see here vendor is providing only virtual machines. What about environment? Okay, environment in the sense, 1 second. Yeah, environment in the sense, what does it mean? Runtime environment we have to set up. Okay, for example, you would like to deploy one Java application. To install, to deploy Java application, what is the web servers are required, guys? Any idea?
Tomcat.
Yeah, Apache Tomcat,
Apache
or else we can go for WebLogic or WebSphere or JBus. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the installation of Tomcat, Apache, WebLogic or WebSphere, we have to take care. You have to install on top of the VM and configure it, then configure the port numbers, configure the DNS, configure the application subfolders, everything that we have to do that. Okay, when you go for PaaS, as I said, the name itself, it is describing that PaaS in the sense platform as a services. So total environment provided by the vendor, I mean Microsoft, just we have to deploy the application. How to deploy the application? That is very simple. We have multiple methods to host the services in Azure. Okay, so first thing, what is that? App services. App services are ready-made environment, just where we can host our applications. Our application in a sense, anything, any type of application. Okay, that's why I said .NET, Java, PHP, okay, web apps, mobile applications, gaming application, anything. Next, module 10, planning and implementing disaster recovery. I said, right, there is a VM. All of a sudden someone deleted, or it got collapsed, or it got corrupted. Okay, then in that case, how can you recover the VM? That we will see in module 10, backup and recovery operations. This we will call it as what? Disaster recovery. Okay, next, module 11, planning and implementing Azure database. Okay, see guys, generally we have two types of database for Microsoft SQL Server. One is Microsoft SQL Server, that is on premises. Okay, next Azure SQL Server, that is cloud, Azure cloud, I can say. Okay, in on-premises SQL Server, first you have to purchase the license, download the software, and perform the installation and configuration. When you go for Azure SQL Server, it comes under what? PaaS, platform as a services. Just directly you can go ahead and create the stored procedures, tables, synonyms, and consume it for your application. Okay, so how to create Azure SQL Server database in Azure, and how to create the tables, how to establish the connection from app service to database, that all we will see in module 11. Okay, for example, .NET application is there, which may require to communicate database. Yes, how can you communicate? How to pull the data from SQL Server to .NET application, that I will write the code, that is C# code. I will show you in module 11. Okay, module 12, implementing PaaS services. We have different tabs like a logic app, function app. Okay, and also we can host web services. Okay, WCF URLs. How to do that? That we will see in module 12. Okay, module 13, configuring metrics. Metrics in a sense, monitoring. Okay, for example, there is a one virtual machine, if CPU utilization is crossed 80%, you should know if CPU utilization is crossed 80%, then it should trigger an alert. Okay, if virtual machine is down or stopped, then you should trigger the alert. Okay, how to monitor all services in Azure, how to configure the alerts for every service in Azure, that we'll see module 13. Okay, yeah, module 14, Active Directory. So Active Directory is a heart of the Microsoft product, guys. I'm repeating, short form we will call it as AAD. AAD in the sense Azure Active Directory. Why I'm telling this is heart of the Microsoft product is, without Active Directory there is no product. Okay, for example, you people are using MS Teams in our offices, right? Nowadays without MS Teams there is no organization, I hope. Am I right? MS Teams, when you open MS Teams and searching for your colleague name or your project manager name, names are displaying. Those names are coming from where? Any idea? Anyone?
Active Directory.
Active Directory only. Okay, you know, right? Office 365 component. I said around 30 plus components. Okay, total Office 365 has been integrated with what? AAD only, guys. Azure Active Directory. That's what, to consume SQL Server, to consume Office 365, to integrate some other product with your users or enterprise consumers. Okay, we have to use Azure Active Directory. No other directories are there to beat Azure Active Directory, guys. Even when you go for AWS people should implement Azure Active Directory. They have their own directories, but very popular is Azure Active Directory itself. Next, so managing the permissions. Okay, permission in the sense, see, you are the DB administrator. I am the Windows administrator, someone storage, someone VM administrator. So according to their rules, their roles and responsibilities, how can you manage the permission? That we will see. Manage directory and cloud environment. Okay, module 16, manage resource group. Okay, resource group in the sense, collection of resources bring underlying one group is called manage resource groups. Okay, so how can you create the resource group? How to host the services under one resource group, that we will see module 16. Okay, module 17, what is that? Or RBAC. RBAC in the sense role-based access control. For example, I am your client. There are 10 virtual machines. I should perform only stop, start, restart the virtual machine. I should not do anything. Okay, that case, how we can create custom role, that we will see module 17. Okay, module 18, traffic manager. This is load balancer. What is the load balancer? How to distribute incoming traffic among multiple virtual machines, that we will see module 18. Okay, yeah. Next, module 19, backup and restore operations. I said, right, there is a virtual machine, there is a SQL server, there is a storage account, there is a web app. Okay, there is a some other services. By mistake or accidentally, if they would have been deleted, how to restore all these services? That all we will see backup and restore operations. Okay, yeah. Next, so from module 22 remaining all, we will call it as IaaC. What is the full form of the IaaC? Real-time professionals, any idea? IaaC in the
Infrastructure
sense,
as code.
yeah, infrastructure as a code. See, PowerShell, ARM templates, Terraform, these three comes under, where is that? IaaC. So PowerShell and shell scripting, Terraform will be there for every cloud, guys. Every cloud in the sense, if you go for Google or AWS, Terraform, PowerShell, shell scripting, these three are manual. Okay, ARM template in the sense Azure Resource Manager, that is native tool that can be used for our Azure cloud computing itself. Okay, so Terraform, I can say it supports cross-platform language. If you write one template in Terraform, same template can be hosted in AWS, Google, Azure. Just change the providers. That's it. Okay, yeah. Next, GitHub. What is the GitHub? Any idea? Frequent keyword nowadays.
Code repository. Code repository.
Yeah, what is the GitHub, guys? To maintain
kind of a
project code.
repository.
Repository, very good. Do you know GitHub owned by which company? Earlier, GitHub is different, where we can create n number of repositories, public and private repositories. Now GitHub owned by one company. Do you know what is that? Anyone? GitHub owned by Microsoft. Okay, GitHub is now Microsoft product. Okay, that's why see to access the Azure portal. Okay, if I type portal.azure.com, here it is showing what? Signing with GitHub. Just 1 year, 2021 John, Microsoft has purchased the GitHub. Okay, yeah. So how can you store your project into GitHub? Okay, so I can say for all DevOps courses, 100% they will use GitHub. Why? Because project code is there in GitHub. How to create build and release pipeline, how to automate it from scratch, we have to configure in Azure DevOps or open source DevOps, wherever it is, whatever it is. Okay, yeah, next. This is about what? The syllabus which I am going to cover is 104. Okay, so if you have more queries, happily you can go for a Microsoft official site. I said, right, 104. Click on it. Here we have syllabus. Okay, what they are covering, have a look. So Azure Manage Identity, this is Active Directory. Okay, implementing and manage storage, just now I said. And the compute resources, this is the PaaS services. Networking, I included. Monitoring, same. If you perfectly thorough on these topics, you can certify for Azure. Okay, this is the skill measure. Okay, so these certification papers are valid for 2 years, guys. Earlier, when you certified, it is a lifetime valid. Now things got changed. Initially, first certification paper is 70532, guys. Next, Microsoft changed it to AZ100. Next, they changed it to AZ101. Next, they changed it to AZ103. Now in the market, AZ104. These papers are valid for 2 to 3 years. You will get it on certification itself. After that, you have to renew it and write the another exam. Okay, yeah. So everything now, all cloud services are changed. The valid of certification only 2 to 3 years. That's it. Again, you have to renew it. Right, this is Azure administrator story. Now I am going to discuss about Azure DevOps. Okay, so Azure DevOps nowadays is very popular. Okay, why? Because Azure DevOps comes under, what is that? SaaS. What is the full form of the SaaS? Software as a services. It is like a Office 365. You need not worry about installation and configuration management in on-premises. Everything would be taken care by Microsoft. Just you'd like to know how to configure CI/CD pipelines. Okay, yeah, now have a look. Yeah, AZ400. Okay, so in AZ400, first I said right, starting onwards, for every paper, Azure administrator is mandatory, guys. Administrator is mandatory. You least bother about it, whether you are going to learn Azure or AWS or Google Cloud, that is totally up to you. But learn administration, from there move on to other services, whichever you require, depends on your career path. Okay, so for Azure administration, as I said, sorry, Azure DevOps, as I said, Azure administrator is mandatory. Okay, so same I have included, including Azure cloud computing, and what is the Azure and subscription details and portal. Module 3 is the app services. Okay, see here, when you configure the CI and the CD pipeline. CI means continuous integration, continuous deployment. The outcome, the application should be deployed in app services, or where is that? Virtual machine. Okay, yeah, so that's why I have included app services, that comes under PaaS. Next, module 4, what is the DevOps? Okay, Azure DevOps, totally they have integrated with Agile model. Have you heard about it, Agile model? Yes or no? Now, every project in the world, my words are very clear. Every project in the world, they are implementing based on Agile model. Okay, what is the Agile model? Any idea? It's a software development life cycle. When you are studying BTech or MCA, you could see one paper called software development life cycle. Waterfall method, you might have heard about it. Okay. Yeah, earlier we used to implement waterfall method. Now every company, every project, they are implementing Agile model, guys. That's why infrastructure also has been changed in IT industry. Do you know, earlier we have cubicle structure. Am I like this? So here one seat, here another seat, here another seat, here another seat. Am I right, guys?
Yes.
Like this you can move. Now IT infrastructure would be like call center, like this. Here they will put the chairs, systems, we have to say. What does it mean? Wherever you are sitting, it should be visible to everyone in the floor. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is the Agile model. Okay. So Agile model, first they have implemented in automobile industry, that is in Germany. So later that is implemented in our IT industry. Okay, you might have read about new keywords, Scrum Master, okay, Sprint, user stories. You may have doubt that, hey, once I join into the company, how will I get the work? How will I get the work? Through Agile model, that is DevOps, Sprint, user stories, tasks would be created by Scrum Master. You have to fulfill the requirement. I will give you in detail. You need not worry about it. Okay, yeah, next. So in Azure DevOps, totally we have only 5 modules. One is Azure Boards, Azure Repos, Pipeline, Artifacts, Test Plan. Only 5 modules. Okay, so Azure DevOps, first they have implemented, what is that? Agile model. Next, Azure Repos. Okay, Azure Repos means before purchasing the GitHub, Azure should maintain their own repository, right? So they have provided repositories, Azure repositories. Using that, we can store our project code. Okay, yeah. Next model, source control, SCM, source code management. source code management. So we can use Azure repos. Alternative is what? GitHub. Anyhow, GitHub is Microsoft product now. So what is the GitHub? How can you push the code into GitHub? How to manage the history? How to check in, check out? Okay, how to do the code reviews? That all we will discuss it in GitHub module. Okay, module 8, CI. CI in the sense continuous integration. Okay, this we will call it as build pipeline. Please remember, these are all important words which we will discuss it in DevOps sessions. Build pipeline. Okay, next, continuous deployment. This is the release pipeline. Okay, so in the release pipeline, assume that you are the manager. Before deploying the application into the productions, okay, before deploying the application into the production, once manager provide the approval, then it will go on sits in production environment. How to trigger an approval email, that all we will see in continuous deployment. This we will call it as release pipeline. Okay, yeah, next. This is about what Agile methodology I will totally cover. This is totally managed by Scrum Master. How to do that? That is really helpful for you. Next, module 12, Docker fundamentals. What is that? Docker fundamentals. What is the Docker and why should we go for Docker? How can you install the Docker on Windows machine? How can you install the Docker on Linux machine? On top of it, how to manage the containers, that we'll see module 12. Module 13, AKS, Azure Kubernetes Services. What is the AKS and how can you configure the AKS? How to host our application, that we will see in module 13. Okay. Yeah, so this is about what? Overview of Microsoft Azure DevOps. Okay, this is the syllabus. If you have any questions, any queries, let me know. I will be happy to assist you. Any queries, any questions?
So the modules which we saw, it's like many modules. So all the modules in the cover like single lecture or like it will go.
No, it will extend, guys. One module, it may take 2 to 3 hours. Okay, that all depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said that certification having some limitations, right? Like Azure 104 and all this. What about the fundamental is also having limitations or it is?
AZ 900 is Azure fundamental. That is basic, guys. Actually, how we will get no? I have some services in on-premises. Okay, I would like to manage the services in Azure cloud and on-premises. Then, which type of cloud I should go? Which type of the cloud? Hybrid cloud. Like that, the basic questions would be there.
And so limitations is there for that certification. I mean to that validity.
Yeah. Azure AZ 900. Yes, sir. They are changing the syllabus. Yes, 2 years, 3 years validity is there for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a validity for all that.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes.
I have already AG 900 and there is a validity.
Yeah.
So 2 years it is there, right?
Yeah, they are giving
After
2 years.
that,
After that, you have to renew or you need to attempt the exam again.
Okay.
so if we will give AJ 104, then I don't think we need to go for AG 900, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay, I said right. For all Azure certification papers, go to Microsoft official site. Happily, you can go ahead and verify. So even after 1 year, 104 may be changed to 105. Are you getting? Now it is 104 is a certification number for Azure administration. It may move to 105. I am thinking after 1 year, guys, maybe 2024 or end of this year. Okay, in next session, tomorrow we have session. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss about how to subscribe for Azure free trial. Okay. How to subscribe for Azure free trial. What all things
Tomorrow
are
we have session. Tomorrow is Saturday.
yeah,
Actually.
tomorrow we have session. Okay. Okay, tomorrow we have session. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to subscribe for Azure portal, that is Azure free trial. Then I will show you how to verify the Azure portal. We will go through the features of Azure portal. Okay. Yeah, any queries, any doubts?
But for AG104, if we will go through the your lecture and the material you are providing, then that I think that will be enough, or we need to do some extra study as well.
That is enough. Actually, I am going to share AZ104 400 dumps. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, material for every topic, even recordings, interview questions, sample resumes. I will take care about it, so you can proceed with them. Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't need to worry about like some extra thing, and so I will go with the whatever you will provide. I will go with that.
Yes, that is more than enough. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yesterday you said you will discuss about the job roles, all this stuff.
Yeah. So end of the course and all, we'll discuss about job roles, how to apply the things and all.
Sir, for this dumps and videos, we need to pay extra money. Sir.
No, not required. Already I am maintaining these dumps and all in Google Drive. I will give you the link where people can download it. No worries.
Okay, okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
In DevOps, it's covering like Ansible, Kubernetes, it's something like that. Right? So it's in syllabus there is it's not there mentioned actually.
Sorry.
DevOps like Ansible, Kubernetes, it's Docker related things is there, right?
Yeah, Docker I have mentioned. As see, there are two types of DevOps, guys. One is open source DevOps, other one is Azure DevOps. When you go for open source DevOps, there they will teach about Ansible, Chef, Puppet, Docker, I mean Jenkins, etc., right? There are many things. Okay, this AZ400, whatever Microsoft implemented, I have included the syllabus. So why I have included Docker and Kubernetes? They are what is that? Very demanding two topics in the market. So if you are will be facing any interview, if the questions are coming, you should in a position to answer for that. That's why I have included these two topics mandatory nowadays.
Okay. And so like